2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue Bridge and the Mississippi River here in Minneapolis. A gorgeous scene. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Friday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, I'm very familiar with C.J. McCollum's college days, playing ball at mid-major Lehigh University. He said, we had solid players, but we also had guys who'd become doctors, lawyers, working on Wall Street. I liked it that way because I worked my way up. When you come from a small school, you appreciate it that much more. Kevin?
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Well, the season's still in the early stages, but Brent, how long before some teams decide to shake things up?
Kevin, that can be solely based on the chemistry of the team. If you feel like a player's just in a slump and he's going to come out of it, that's one thing. But if you see the team is just not connecting at critical points throughout the game, or that chemistry is not there, you start to contemplate change.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Giles, and it's Jones in at the 3 slot. And for the Timberwolves, we've got Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Edwards is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Layman in at the 3 spot. Taken away. And here we go, Trailblazers with a fast break. Giles leading the charge. Pass to Anthony from deep three-point range. The shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Russell passes to Hollis Jefferson. And Towns throws it down.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Nice D from Russell. To the inside, Hollis Jefferson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And a wide-open look for McCollum. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, the coach has confidence in C.J. taking that shot, and so C.J. has confidence in making it.
It's Russell with the drive. Basket counts.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Jones, the pass to Giles. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Russell feeling it out a bit. Outside, Towns. Here's Edwards. That 3 off the mark. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Lillard attacking. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Lets it go from 14, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Possessing the touch from there. I like when Towns shows off that smooth mid-range game.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Puts it up, and the rejection by Towns. Dishes to Russell. Down low, Layman, and he dunks it down.
Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against the Kings. McCollum passes to Anthony. Giles kicks to McCullough. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lillard. Second chance shot. Comes up empty down low.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Fires from 18. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 8 points.
Consistent and accurate from that particular spot on the floor. The offense kind of predicts those shots. Lillard's got a good eye for the mid-range.
Here's Towns. Rebounded by Anthony.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Deep 2 from Russell. Lillard with the rebound. Tries it from 19. McCollum no good. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Edwards can't hit. That's a 2 from Lillard. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
To the right side. Hollis Jefferson with it. Anthony on him. Got a piece of it. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Here's Russell.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Takes a 3. McCollum no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Lillard against Russell. Another shot, and he lays it straight in. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's nice coordination as Russell seemed to know that he was going to get around the defense.
Lillard against Russell. Lillard the pass to McCollum. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Now Edwards. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Timberwolves shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. Portland leading. Lillard with it. In the game against Sacramento, very impressive. Jones, the pass to McCollum. Russell against Lillard. Over Russell. That one a little long.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of...
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 11 points for Damian Lillard.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Russell inside, covered by Lillard.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And the basket by McCollum.
CJ just so smooth and is a marksman from three.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Right side, Russell. Shoots over Lillard. And it's Russell missing.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Culver comes in for Jake Layman. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Edwards. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Harry Giles. Zach Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Robert Covington subbed in for Jones. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Collins. And now it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
There's the pass to Beasley. Stolen by McCollum. Over Beasley. McCollum, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Culver, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. We know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy-up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That one is off. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Timberwolves. It's a 14-point game. Culver kicks to Towns. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That's his first foul. Minnesota's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Rubio finds Towns. That one wide left. Portland leading by 14. Puts it up from 15. Collins passes to Lillard. Misses from close range.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Outside Collins. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Here's Rubio. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. 1:53 left in the first quarter. Fades and shoots. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hasn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
First free throw is good.
Nurkic is a double-double machine every night. There's not a lot of teams right now that are equipped on their roster to handle the kind of size that Nurkic can bring.
Cantor checked in for Portland. And both free throws good for Nurkic. So it's the Timberwolves now. They trail by 18. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Towns. That one's off, still out of sync.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Nurkic finds Covington. Back to Nurkic. 4 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Takes the 3. It's good from long range. Towns has got 7.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard from deep. Connects from three-point range. Lillard's got 20.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
Beasley kicks to Hernan Gomez. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Rubio misses. Trailblazers leading by 15. Lillard from outside. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
Here's Culver. Got a hand on it. They recover it. Rubio taking his time here. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Good defensive effort from Lillard there. He has the athleticism to play lockdown D.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect, and we'll be back with you shortly. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Damian Lillard's range, wow. He discusses with us his deep, deep shot.
When I'm training in the summer, before practice, after practice, pregame, these are the shots that I'm taking. And I think when you spend so much time doing it, it becomes a quality shot for you when you put the time in. And if it wasn't a comfortable shot and a shot that I felt like I could knock down comfortably, I wouldn't take it.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Trailblazers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
They've got Beasley. Also, Ricky Rubio's out there. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Culver. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Culver, rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's McCollum. They get it back. Goes back up. Nurkic can't hit. Timberwolves trailed by 19. Here's Towns. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic, big and blocking.
Cantor, the pass to McCollum. To the paint. Here's Lillard. Good D by Rubio. So it's Rubio bringing it up for Minnesota. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
Lillard against Rubio. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
You love basketball. Couldn't miss in the first quarter. Now can't make it in the second quarter. Got to be eating at him just a bit.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Beasley. Rubio outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Cantor pulls it down.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Lillard outside. Back to McCollum. Fires for 3. And the 3-ball is good. McCollum's got 14.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Ball's knocked loose, stolen by McCollum, and here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break over Russell. McCollum, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Here's Towns. A second chance effort, and he sinks the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Back to Lillard. And no good that time. Nice D from Russell. And Edwards with the stuff.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Portland leading by 18.
Hey, yo, get on day.
Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Over Edwards. Portland no good that time either. The Timberwolves have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Outside, Towns. Drops in the tray. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
McCollum from deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some. McCollum's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Trailblazers. Pass to Layman. Here's Towns. He's guarded by Nurkic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
The free throw drops for Towns.
It's impressive how far Towns has come. Already a standout back when he was a Rookie of the Year. He's never stopped working on his game.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Carmelo Anthony in for Damian Lillard. And Towns drops them both. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
And with the success they've had rebounding basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Shot by Collins, no good. Timberwolves trail by 16. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Timberwolves made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Now here's McCullum. He's got 17. Passes to Anthony. Anthony drawing the double team. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Two shots.
Free throw good, Edwards. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
Well, every team needs rebounding. Let's check out the league's top rebounder. Second, Karl-Anthony Towns.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Pass to Russell. Towns kicks to Russell. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Russell's got 6.
Well, not the biggest guy on the floor, but still big for a guard and a lefty. It's a nice soft touch from D'Lo.
Here's Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists in the game. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. 11-point game. And there's the pass to Edwards. Here's Layman. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Edwards with the stuff.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
McCollum, no good. Timberwolves on offense. They're on an 18-5 run. Took him no time at all on that one. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Anthony with it, picked up by Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. The 3 from Anthony. The shot will not fall. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Deep 2 from Russell. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Anthony. Here's Giles. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Towns. Portland grabs the miss. Giles has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Anthony. And there it is for him. And now a 10-point Portland lead.
Melo showing some muscle. Impressive right there with that physical finish.
Here's Russell. Towns trying to get open. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got 11. Portland's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. McCollum finds Jones. Back to McCollum. There's the triple. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Russell. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. McCollum passes to Anthony. That one, no good. Timberwolves trail by 6. Hollis Jefferson with it. He's picked up by Collins. Edwards can't hit. And for Portland, they're shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Great positioning on the putback. 6 points for him.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Pass to Lehman. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from the line. No good off the back of the rim.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
McCollum, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
He was all alone on that one. McCollum's got 9 points in the quarter.
And having a whale of a game from three-point range. Drained 3 of them in that first quarter and has added 3 more here in the second.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen by McCollum. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
I like how active McCollum was there on defense. Not afraid to poke his hands in there at the right time. Very opportunistic score there.
Russell with it. He's picked up by Collins.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Russell. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And here we go with Giles running it up the court. And now the Timberwolves on the break. They get it again. And Edwards with the stuff.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Good on the triple. Jones has got his second basket of the night.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Russell kicks to Towns. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Collins dishes to Carmelo. Back to Collins. From outside the arc. But they get it back.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
And so it's Portland in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, they've been shooting poorly. Is that good defense or bad offense?
Probably a little bit of both. I think we're competing defensively, and they've missed some opportunities.
It's led to good results for you, though. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They're leading by 16. Kenny, give us your take.
The thing I've noticed more than anything is how well they spread the floor at the offensive end. Their spacing has been fantastic, and the end result has been a lot of good looks from three-point land. And now they've established themselves from long range, and the defense has to adapt. They're in really solid position right now.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Minnesota?
Well, the big issue to address, Ernie, is their rebounding. They got low energy, low effort on the glass. Unless they go out there with a whole different attitude, the final score could look like Kenny, UGLY. He ain't got no alibi. He's ugly.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Portland leading by 16. Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCullum. Jones is out there with Anthony, and it's Giles in at the 5 spot. To the middle, it's stolen by Anthony. Lots of room. Rebound, Minnesota.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Anthony finds Lillard. It's stolen by Edwards. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Fires the three. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Melo has to be in position for plays like that. That time, perfect position.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Russell passes to Towns. Out to Russell. There's the three. The rebound by Giles. Trailblazers leading by 18. Pass to McCollum. 6 to shoot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Giles. Cantor comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Robert Covington subbed in for Derek Jones. Outside, Russell. Pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Towns.
Well, you have to be careful when Nurkic attempts those kinds of shots. He's very skilled at drawing contact.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Nurkic.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
And timeout call. Ryan Saunders has had enough. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Not sure what the defense is thinking or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
And now look at the numbers for Edwards. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging about 23 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Excellent D from Cantor. Here's Nurkic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And how about we check out the group of rookies with the best percentages from the charity stripe this season? The 4th spot held by Anthony Edwards.
And really, he needs to continue getting to the free throw line as much as possible because he's pretty deadly once he gets there.
And he knocks down the first one. Something that we all dealt with after the suspension of play last year, missing basketball. Brent, any thoughts on having the sport you love halted midseason?
Well, I've thought about that for over a decade, Kevin, having had to stop playing basketball altogether. But certainly all of these guys and women who did not get a chance to continue their seasons last year had time to understand just how important the game is to them, and also the way they can impact the change that they want to see come with their platform.
Shoots it up. Offensive rebound. The pass to Edwards for 3. Good D by McCollum. Trailblazers leading by 18 over Edwards. McCollum no good. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And he's good on the 3 ball. 17 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Here's McCollum. They shoot again. Out to Anthony. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Pass to Anthony. Puts up a 3. Beasley with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Edwards got 14 points for the game. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. From past the arc. Portland again missing. Timberwolves trail by 13. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And here's McCollum for 3. Here's Cantor. And again, unable to change momentum here. Back to Hollis Jefferson. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
And a moment now to see the numbers for McCullum. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 6th in scoring, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned. One of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to.
Yeah, we could be having one of those nights where he becomes the one-man show for his ball club. You just don't need to tell him to keep scoring. He'll do it.
Here's Russell. McCollum against Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from 14. Russell no luck. Trailblazers leading by 13. Moving it up. Cantor trying to free himself up. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Minnesota making some changes. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Culver comes in for Edwards. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. The free throw drops for Lillard.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Inside, here's Hernan Gomez. Can't cash in from close range. Portland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Goes up and finished off by Nurkic.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Beasley kicks to Towns. Rubio the pass to Towns. Rubio against Lillard. Back to Towns. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Towns has got 16 points.
And Rubio's passes lead to a boost in confidence for the entire team.
Nurkic finds McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Towns against Nurkic. Here's Anthony. Count that one. 10 points for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Bounce pass, Rubio. To the paint. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
McCollum outside. Kicks to Anthony. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Portland making a change here. Collins is checked in. Timberwolves trail by 16. Rubio outside. Outside, Towns. He kicks to Culver for the three. Rebounded by McCollum. McCollum's got 4 rebounds in this game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Hernan Gomez with the ball. Kanter covering. Passes it to Culver. Towns trying to get open.
That's good footwork from the big man as Kanter aware defensively to get to that one.
You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Good on both.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And here are the Trailblazers now. 22 is their biggest lead. Here's Kanter. Towns with the defensive effort. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 14. To the inside, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
Minnesota's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Beasley against McCollum. And Beasley, here we go. Count it. Beasley's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
The three from McCollum. Rebound, Minnesota.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Portland called for the foul. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
The first one falls. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Anthony. That one misses. Trailblazers leading by 13. Jones from outside. With the fadeaway. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Collins with a good read there and laser focused on where he could get to collect the offensive board.
Beasley outside. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his sixth steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Beasley outside. Towns finds Rubio. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Jake Layman's checked in for Towns. And a switch here also for Portland. Giles is checked in. McCollum passes to Collins. Now Lillard. Releases. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Lillard's got 10 points in just the second half.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Culver, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Rubio. He's putting up 6 points a night, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at his skill set, and I think it's just a matter of time before he commands a bigger presence on this team.
Yeah, just a bit rough around the edges, but he has the tools. He just needs to sharpen them.
Free throw drops for Culver.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. After a promising rookie campaign last year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings, though, to the table.
Just 5 on the clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's Collins. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And here's McCollum for 3. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists tonight. Minnesota's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Rubio the pass to Layman. Now here's Beasley. Hernan Gomez trying to break free. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Outside, Jones. And here's McCollum. Lillard outside. Over Hernan Gomez. That's tipped. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Colby. Ricky Rubio is out there with Edwards. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Lehman in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And the rejection by Collins.
Terrific instincts defensively as Zach Collins able to reach over and get that one. Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. And he handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
McCollum outside. Bobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Like the fact that the timing on that play was perfect for Collins to get up, collect it, and dunk it.
So it's the Timberwolves now. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Lehman. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, Brent, were you for or against the idea of the fake fans, the virtual fans we saw in the stands during the bubble?
Well, I guess fake fans would be the cutout ones, but there were real people sitting behind real computer cameras that were there. I did the experience myself, Kevin, and I thought it was a great way for the NBA to try to keep their fans engaged, to use technology to let the players know that people still cared about what was going on and that it wasn't just competition for competition's sake. We had, basically an eagle eye view inside the bubble. I thought it went well.
And the first one at the line is good. Minnesota making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Trailblazers leading by 23. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
What a luxury for a staff to have a guard who can do this. Lillard able to elevate quickly for the monster jam.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Russell.
Well, the fact that he has that many rebounds for a guy of his size and stature shows you he truly cares about grabbing possessions off the rim. That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Lehman pass to Russell. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Here's Edwards. Misses off the left iron. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Portland. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. And the basket by McCollum.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Giles. Little comes in for Jones. Norman Powell's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Floats one, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, we know it was a different kind of preseason for this year as the start of the season was delayed. Is that something the players like or don't like?
Old guys love it, Kevin. Young guys need the time. But, given the circumstances around trying to get the NBA season not just started, but eventually back on the regular calendar that we're used to, this is something that every team has been dealt, and you've just got to play your cards wisely.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Simons. He's guarded by Russell.
With nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Okogie misses. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The first one falls. Something that was floated as an idea last season, the second bubble in Chicago. Brent, do you think eliminated teams deserve to finish their seasons?
I really don't, Kevin, for the sake of the matter that we're talking about people's health and the risk involved around players, their families, their extended families. If you didn't qualify, if your team wasn't good enough at the point that the season was suspended, I agree with the way the league went about the teams that were invited to compete in Orlando and to let the other teams spend the time, the most important time, with their family being safe, secure, and preparing themselves for what was next.
Lets it go with a three. And it's Simons missing. Here's Balmaro. Russell with it. He's picked up by Little. Here's Okogie. Passes it to McDaniels. Clock at 4. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the dunk by Powell.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now Russell. Davis, the pass to Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
I love the spatial awareness from Russell. Saw how much room he had and just took it aggressively.
Here's Simons. Now the pass to Powell. No good from outside. The Timberwolves shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Davis looking for an opening. Out to Russell. Three-pointer. That shot is off. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Powell. Rebound, Minnesota. Russell's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Balmaro. Collins grabs the miss. And Collins has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. The free throw drops for Powell. Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. And so he makes both from the line. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Russell dishes to McDaniels. And it's blocked. They retain possession. 6 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And if you're going to foul Davis on the shot, that's the place to do it. Don't let him get anything easy.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
A 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Davis still trying to gain the consistency he needs to fulfill his potential.
And both free throws good for Davis. Here's Simons. Nice D from Russell.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
The wide open shot by Little sinks the triple. Little's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Timberwolves shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Outside, Russell fires top of the key. Portland grabs the miss.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it. Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Pass to Balmoro. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Portland. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Simons. Passes it to Cantor. Here's Simons. Here's the 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Here's Davis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Enes Kanter.
Well, even though he doesn't score a ton, Davis has enough offensive skills that make him tricky to defend. That time draws the foul.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Davis. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for D'Angelo Russell. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use. And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's a refreshing workman's approach to the game. Davis there beats everyone on the rebound and then finishes strong.
Here's Simons. Kicks to Powell. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That is his first foul of the game. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
And he gets the bucket. And it's 8 points for Enes Kanter.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Now here's McDaniel. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Enes Kanter. And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Out to the right wing. Here's Kanter. Davis with the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Portland with the ball. 5 on the clock. Tries again. Not going to go that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Okogie for 3. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's out to the wing. Here's Simons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Balmaro. He kicks to McDaniels. Pulls up on the wing. They grab their own miss. Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Covington's checked in. And both free throws good for Davis. Portland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And it's Little finishing it off.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here's McDaniels. Defense right on him. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Oh, that's blocked. And he gets it back. And he gets it to go. The Timberwolves shooting a low 30% mark from the field. The pass to Okogie. Davis with it. Pass to Balmaro. Here's McDaniels. Here's Davis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. So he comes up empty at the line. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. .127 left in the fourth quarter. And that one hits back iron.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Trailblazers.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for C.J. McCollum.
So many times on the defensive end, showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
Powell with it. Passes it to Simons. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez. .24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Feeds it to McDaniels. And it's blocked. Here's Simons. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.